Which Elijah Craig barrel proof will prevail? Let's put them to the test. We're blinding batches A through C tonight in another Cynple triple. Stay tuned.
Cynple whiskey, Cyncere. Here to keep it 100. What's the ABV? Keep it simple. Cynple whiskey, and be sweeter.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Cynple Whiskey Show. I'm Cyncere, and tonight we're blind tasting the entire 2024 batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all things Cynple Whiskey. All three of these bottles are allocated here in Virginia. All three come in at $75 a bottle. A, B, and C all come in at different age statements, different proofs. But it seems like for the last couple of years, batch C has been the talk of all the hype. The only way to shut up that hype is blind taste test anything. And you're definitely going to be wrong. Your palate is going to be different at any given night. Whatever you get from each glass is whatever wins for that night. That's the beauty of a blind tasting, or as I like to call when I got 3 bottles, a Cynple triple. So a little bit about each of these. The proof on the A, 119 proof, 10-year, 9-month age statement. On the B, 130.6 proof, 11-year, 2-month age statement. And then batch C, 129 proof, 11-year age statement. You can look at these bottles and see how much I've had of these. I've recently picked this one up. So of course, quick secret, I did get a backup. So therefore I've been a little bit more gracious with the pours, both to myself and to myself. Enough of the chit chat. Let's get to sipping. I have no clue what's in each glass. There are some labels on the bottom. I'm going to go through each glass, swivel, sniff, sip. Whichever one I like the least will get pushed out first. Go back, another sample of the final 2. Then we'll determine a winner. So glass A. A little darker tint to them, which is perfect, right up my alley. Ooh, like a smooth cherry note. A little bit of oaky smoky. Nothing too crazy. Man, it started out super smooth, super rich, very fruitful, but that finish, I felt like Bowser, like I had fire on the back of my throat. And again, all of these are mid 120s, low 130s, but I was not expecting that. Maybe I'll cut out my little teardrop that came down my eye. Let's go to B. B is extremely subtle compared to the first nose thus far. I do get a small amount of like a citrusy note, maybe a little bit of a deeper oak note. Something about this compared to A is a bit, I don't want to say tart, but something about this is a bit off. I don't know if it's an old dusty. Something about this is a little bit musty though. May have to come back for a small sip of this before I eliminate it, but man, to me, night and day difference between A and B. So let's try C. That's the most impactful nose of the 3. I get like a burnt caramel, a little bit of a citrus note. Very good nose. Let's give it a sip. I get definitely a like smoother oak. After having these 2 first, this one gives the most like traditional bourbon feel after a first sip. A little bit of a peppery bite on the mid palate on this one, but decent. I really do like it. B is the weakest link. So we have A and we have C left. A, again, was the first sip, legitimately first sip of the night. So smooth nose. All 3 of these have decent noses. Like this one though, really smooth. Get something sweet. What are the long caramel with the cream in the middle? This is like a sweeter caramel. I can't think of the name of those candies we used to get way back in the day. Super long. They had the powdered sugar on the outside, caramel, then the cream on the inside. I can't think of what those are called. Hopefully I can find it whenever I go back and edit this and I'll put a picture of what they are, but that's the nose I get. A is definitely a lot more my speed than what B was. The lingering finish on this one is extremely smooth. There's no peppery bite. It's just very all things bourbon to me. Let's give C another shake. Nose is so good. Burnt caramel even a thing. Creme brulee. But I then get some crazy like citrusy note, almost like the like orange zest. Let's give it a final sip. So the nose on this one wins immediately, but the notes I get on it on that second pass through, I still get a little bit of a citrusy note. I don't get as much of the peppery bite as I thought I got on the first time through, but this is a dead freaking heat, man. This is close. I think I have a winner. So let's see which one ended up going out first. So B was, oh my gosh. I gotta start writing these letters bigger. It took me a second to look at it. I need my glasses. But B was A. I think it's 119 proof. Still need glasses. 119 proof. 10 year, 9 months. I do recall reaching for this bottle multiple times. Obviously, you can see how much is left in it. That I've had it for quite a while, but it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I am saying that these two are definitely a little bit a step up. So A and C. If I gotta eliminate one of these two guys, it's gonna be this one. C, something about C. The nose was better than A, but when I went through for the sip, something about the overall palate, complexity, taste, something about this one just wasn't as appealing as A was. And so C, what's C? 129 proof, 11 years, C924. Man, as much as I glazed, to quote my kids, as much as I glazed C last year, I was really pulling for this guy. Like I just knew this was gonna be the one that takes the cake. C batches, at least in my experience, have been creme de la creme. Instead, I get creme brulee, burnt caramel, that sort of thing. But when it comes to the overall full picture, this just didn't quite do it like this one did. And of course, without further ado, B 524. You know, it had the fuller picture. So I really enjoyed the nose on this one. I thought this one was okay. But this one, both nose, both palate, the lingering finish that ended up turning out to be a lot more smooth than what this one was. It just had the complete package, so it's the winner. As we used to say, YOLO. So we'll go ahead and steal a thing from my boy Jason C at the Mash and Drum, where he ends up mixing all of his at the end. I've never done this, but sounds like a good thing. Oh my gosh, that's a decent size glass. Unfortunately, unlike SLB Bourbon Bar, I don't save these for infinity bottles, but you know what? Let's see. The nose on that. Strawberry Twizzlers, something weird. It's almost like a benchmark, that benchmark single barrel that I really enjoyed that I can't seem to find again. I went through that bottle, got a second bottle, and the second bottle just didn't live up to the hype. But again, it's a single barrel, so that makes sense. What does it taste like? It tastes like Booker's. So anybody, if you're a Booker's fan and if you're a master distiller Elijah Craig, go ahead and do equal parts of all three of these and create Booker's and call it a day and be done with it. All right, enough. If you enjoyed the blind, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below on any of these three bottles that you've had. Which one's your favorite? Which ones have you had and which ones do you wish you've had? Don't just take my word for it. Get out there and try a pour. If you made it this far, don't forget to give a quick thumbs up, share your comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Cynple Trivia. And until next time, may your glasses be full and your stories be full. Keep it simple. Cheers.